And I'm Bruce Cook, and this is going to be another late night pepper eating video. Eating some more peppers to help me fall asleep again. Earlier, I did make a paintball gun shooting video, and I did say that was probably going to be my last video I was going to make until probably about a good month after I have surgery. Waiting for the recovery. But I was about to eat a few peppers anyways to help me fall asleep. So again, just like the last couple videos, I have had a little to drink, and I'm trying to get to sleep real soon. And I actually did have a few Tyson brand boneless chicken wings, and I used a dipping sauce. Well, it was ranch mixed with Hellfire Hot Sauce's Hellboy Right-Handed Dual Sauce, which is like close to 2.5 million Scoville, and that didn't do anything for me. So I'm looking for a little warm belly that'll help put me to sleep really quick. So I thought, since I had plenty of them, I was going to eat a few purple ghost peppers. Now, that's not as dramatic as eating the chocolate scorpions, the Carolina Reaper that I did in the last video, or everything else that I've done. But I did just put my pepper variety boxes back up for sale on eBay. So I have to be careful about what peppers I'm playing around with, because I got to make sure I have enough for my customers. So, but I do have a overabundance of purple ghost peppers right now. So what I did was I still got them on my desk from taking the thumbnail picture. So I'll have to stand up to give you a close-up. So these are purple ghost peppers. So I got a total of 3 of these little guys. They do grow in small. This is about as big as they get on all the plants that I have. So not as big as the typical or common red ones that you might be used to seeing. In fact, these are like only a quarter of the size of the red ones that you're used to. But this is how they grow out. So, and if you notice, these are purple, and you do see some other lighter color going on there. The purple is actually, these are unripened peppers. They're not fully ripened. They actually do start out as purple like this. Most peppers and a lot of other vegetables and fruits, you would be used to seeing them starting out as green when they start forming on the plants. And then they, once they start ripening, they start turning different colors until they settle into their fully ripened color. These ones actually start out as purple. And in that lighter color that you see, that little brownish or tannish color, that's the very next color that at least my purple ghost peppers start turning into. And then eventually, when they get fully ripened, it's almost like a caramel red color or burgundy color. So, but these things aren't bad if you eat them when they're still purple or in the state like they are right now. For most unripened peppers you might eat, the green ones, you get a lot of bitterness with them. Well, I have had quite a few of these things. I'll admit, when I'm out there watering my plants every now and then, I have so many purple ghost pepper plants and so many of these peppers on them, I'll pull peppers off the plant for the fun of it and just munch on it while I'm out there. And these aren't bad. I honestly have not gotten, as long as I've picked them when they've started to turn these other colors, some of it's purple and there is a little bit of other color starting to come through when it's ripening, I'm not getting any bitterness with these things. They just taste like unripe peppers. I'm not getting sweetness from them. Just like a green taste to them, or whatever. Kind of like jalapenos you get from the grocery store. You're not going to get bitterness from those things, but they aren't fully ripened. If you see them green, they're when jalapeno is fully ripened, they actually turn red. At least the common ones. But they're still delicious when they're green, and so are these purple ghost peppers. But anyways, we're going to eat these 3 purple ghost peppers, and hopefully when the video ends, shortly afterwards, I'll be able to go to bed. So I made a paintball gun shooting video for those that are subscribed to my channel for the paintball stuff. So I made a video for them, and I thought, I didn't mind setting up my camera and stuff to eat these. Originally I wasn't going to do it. I was just going to eat these and try to go to bed afterwards, and I thought I didn't mind making the video. So since this is gonna be my last, this might be my last video before I have my surgery. You know, for the whole next month, I'll be down recovering. It is gonna happen Friday morning. That's a little more than 24 hours from now. So, but anyways, we're gonna eat these things. We're gonna try to give it a couple minutes between each pepper to see if the next pepper rekindles any fire or spiciness in my mouth. So, anyways, without further delay, here is the purple ghost pepper. I actually got a little tiny bit of sweetness right up front. Didn't last long, but definitely the taste of an unripened pepper. I am getting some distinct ghost pepper flavor coming from it. Swallowing it now. So this time around, I did not wear my hat. I usually wear my hat in my videos to kind of cover up my receding hairline and everything. I was already sweating, even though that those boneless wings and that ranch with the right-handed doom sauce in it, even though that doesn't affect me very much, you know, as far as like burning my mouth and all that, the extract that's in that right-handed doom sauce does will still cause me to kind of sweat. You know, pepper extract can do that. So I really didn't feel like putting my hat on with a scalp full of sweat. So, but I didn't get no bitterness with it. I got a little tiny bit of tingling going on. So these purple ghost peppers are, these are nowhere near as spicy as your common like red ones that everybody's familiar with, or even yellows. Even the yellows are way spicier than these. If I had to compare these spice-wise to other popular peppers that everybody's familiar with, I would have to say it's somewhere around a habanero level, like an orange habanero, the kind that you get from the grocery store. These purple ghost peppers definitely do not pack a punch. Now I had actually given my boss and actually his older father, the guy that owns the paintball company I work for, I gave them like a couple little care packages of peppers. They like them, and I told them that you know, I included several purple ghost peppers. They really like those ahi lemon drops as well, so I give them a lot of those. But I told them that the purple ghost peppers were not very spicy at all. I mean, I told them it was going to be somewhere equivalent to the spiciness of a orange habanero. That they'd be really great to cook with or whatever. And the next week, which, you know, this past weekend, you know, I came to work and they were there, and they said they tried these purple ghost peppers, and they said they actually got lit up by these things. And I wasn't expecting that. You know, I know I got a much higher tolerance than, you know, them or the average person, because I'm eating these really spicy things. I don't even know why I'm holding this up, because this isn't the kind of spicy thing I'm talking about. But I think I do have a good gauge on distinguishing between the heat levels of a lot of peppers. Like if I try like a Lucifer lemon pepper, which I've always said is, to me, it's kind of equivalent to a 7-pot Primo. If I compare that to a yellow scorpion, to me, scorpions, at least the ones I've grown, are a good little bit spicier than those Lucifer lemons or 7-pot Primos. I have heard other people say that once you get spicier than a ghost pepper, some people really can't tell the difference. They're just, all the peppers are really, really hot to them. But it may be because I've been eating these non-stop, almost like pretty religiously for the last several years in a row. It's like an everyday thing with me. I have a pretty good gauge of the spice difference between the different kind of peppers that I eat. And of course that only applies to the peppers that I'm eating. I mean, because sometimes you might get a 7-pot Primo that ends up being, like if it actually got tested, it could test higher than a yellow scorpion. It just depends on which peppers get picked from the plants because all these peppers do have pretty high potentials and some of them can be pretty low. Like I have a chocolate scorpion plant out there. At least there's one particular plant that I have pulled chocolate scorpions on off of that the spice level is very pathetic compared to even the chocolate scorpions I have eaten on video. The peppers that are coming out of the plant are pretty small. It is coming from a plant that grew out of a very small container. It was like a milk was one of the containers that one of the plants that I grew in one of my milk containers, milk gallon jug containers, with like 3/4 of the soil filling it up. And I did find when I grow plants and pepper plants in smaller containers, the plants do tend to grow smaller than if you were to put them in larger plants. I learned that for the first time last year when I had those quart-sized containers that I grew all my plants in front of my front porch, which I featured in several of my videos. The plants only grew in a couple feet tall at best, not very many branches, and hardly any peppers. I mean, I think the best one of those plants did last year, I might have gotten 10 peppers out of one plant, and I had like 90 plants out there, and it was just a disastrous fail for me. And the peppers themselves also grew in very small, way smaller than average. But the plant that I got the chocolate scorpions off of that were small, even the heat level for some reason was very low. Like, they were about equivalent to a red ghost pepper. And those chocolate scorpions have way more potential than that. But anyways, I think it's been a couple minutes. We're going to eat the second purple ghost pepper. Toss that. I didn't even give that a rating. I'll tell you in a second once I talk. I think I got all that swallowed. Yeah, as far as like heat level, I mean, like I said, these things are about orange habanero heat. I got a ridiculously high tolerance right now. And even after eating 4 Pocky one-chip challenges consecutively on video with Johnny Small Pepper a few nights ago, I couldn't even give any of those a 1 out of 10. It's the same for these purple ghost peppers. But sometimes when I eat these things, I mean, often, I mean, I don't get a big burn in my mouth from anything I eat anyways. But sometimes I still get a little warmth in my stomach, which is what I'm looking for when I'm trying to go to bed and I'm using these peppers to put me to sleep when the alcohol doesn't do it. So, this is the first time I'm doing this with ghost peppers. I'm hoping they might do the trick. Since I can't mess around with any of my other peppers on my other plants because I need them for the number of boxes that I said I had available on eBay for sale. So I gotta make sure I have what I need for customers that may buy these variety boxes from me. But the purple ghost peppers, I have a ridiculous number of both plants and even more so peppers. So, the little bit of tingliness. Like if I gave it a heat rating, it would be like a what would you call it? Like a 0.2 or 0.3 of a 1 out of 10. Like less than a third of a 1 out of 10. I don't know if that makes any sense. And the tingliness is actually, for some weird reason, I'm only feeling it on the right side of my tongue. Feeling a little tingliness, a little bit of heat on the top right side of my tongue, and a little bit on the sides and just on the edges of the bottom. All on my right side of my tongue. I just felt a little wetness on my nose. But that's it. The heat actually died down when I ate after I ate the first one. You know, I sensed it a little bit, and then it went down. And this ghost pepper brought that little tiny bit of heat back up on my tongue. When I ate the Pocky chips the other night, it was those 2022 chips that turn into your tongue glue. When I ate the first chip, it got me close to 1 out of 10, It was under my tongue as usual. And then it lasted for like a minute, and the heat dropped back down to a fraction of a 1 out of 10. And then on the second and third chip that I ate, it did not bring that heat level up back up at all. But I will tell you, those chips were so disgusting. I mean, it's the taste of those 2022 chips tastes like eating burnt tires, like burnt rubber. It's so gross. Like, I didn't like the 2021 chip. The 2021 chip just tasted like it had pepper extract on it. I guess I later learned that I guess Pocky cooks their chips after they have the powder on them, and that's the nasty taste that people mistake for pepper extract comes from the taste of pepper powder being burnt onto the chips. But most people I've heard, and this is me myself included, do not like the taste of pepper extract alone. It goes great in food. You get it into certain foods. It can go good with them, which is why I like sauces like that. Hellfire hot sauces, Hellboy right hand doom sauce. That has a lot of pepper extract. By itself, you know, when I did the videos eating spoonfuls of that thing, it was disgusting. And the same thing with that Satan's blood stuff. When you mix it in the food, it can go good with the food. But, shit, what was I saying? I just lost my train of thought. But, I just lost my train of thought. This is what I get for making a video while I'm drunk. But I really wanted to make this video because this is probably going to be my last pepper eating video for maybe up to a month. Because I'm gonna be probably hurting really bad after the surgery. It is gonna be a total hip replacement. They are gonna be cutting me 8 inches on my my leg and my hip area to do a lot of like they're gonna be replacing the top of my right femur bone, and they're gonna be putting in a it's like metal and ceramic and plastic parts in my hip and on my top of my right femur bone. And it's going to be taking a while for my tissue and everything in there to heal around the new parts that they're putting in. And it's already, can be already painful just to do certain things even while I'm in the condition I am right now. I have better days than others, but I've watched a lot of vlogs made by people who had the surgery and they were sharing what they were going through immediately after the surgery, and it really looks like I'm not going to be doing much of anything. I mean, I feel really bad. I'm going to be missing work for a couple of weeks. I love my workplace. It's like a home away from home. My coworkers, my bosses, they're like my family, and it's going to be really tough for me to not, see them, So, but yeah, like when I make these videos, it requires just a little bit of work, getting my camera stand out, which I use my tablet, and I have my stand holding up the tablet right now. That takes a little bit of work to get all that set up. When if I'm going to be going through what I'm going to go through after the surgery, that's going to be a lot of work for me. Every little movement, from what I've seen with these other people in their vlogs, every little movement can cause a massive amount of pain. So, I also have to be careful what I do. But, yeah, that second ghost pepper just rekindled that little spiciness on the right side of my tongue just a little bit. But that's back down to almost nothing. So here we go with the third one. I got sweetness out of that one. A little bit of sweetness. I'm trying to see if I can pick up on any bitterness, but I'm not. I am getting tired. I don't know if I just want to sit in this chair or if these peppers are working on me, but I am really starting to feel it. I'm not getting tired. So let's swallow it. almost a couple seeds I'm getting down. Yeah, a couple of those had a little tiny bit of sweetness, like a bell pepper type sweetness. Didn't last very long, but I know when I ate the fully ripened purple ghost pepper on camera, I think it was one of my first pepper eating videos in 2023. There was quite a bit of sweetness, which you will get with a lot of peppers if you let them stay on the plant long enough, or if you let them ripen into that final color and you wait long enough afterwards before you eat them. They tend to get sweeter. So these weren't fully ripened. I mean, they were still purple. They didn't have any red on them yet. But I can't think of any green spicy peppers I've ever had that tasted sweet. While they're still green. So the heat level rekindled again. It's still at like a fraction of a 1 out of 10. But now I'm feeling it on the left side of my tongue, top of my tongue. I'm not getting it on the edges, the side of my tongue, or under my tongue, like I did with the. This is on my left side right now. I'm not getting it under the tongue like I did on the right side when the first couple peppers. A little wet on the nose again. So it's weird how the first two peppers, I only got it on the right side of my tongue, and this time it's on the left side. So now this quickly already, all of a sudden I'm not feeling it on the top of my tongue. It's now it's migrated to the underside of my tongue. It's actually going farther under my tongue than it did with the first two peppers hitting my right side. So this one actually rekindled it. It made it even a little spicier than the first two peppers. So I think I said the first two peppers was like a 0.2 out of 10, or 0.2 of a 1 out of 10. I would say that one was like a 3, like a 0.3 out of a 1 out of 10, if that makes any sense. A third of the way getting to a 1 out of 10. And still got a little bit of sweat coming down, but I don't know if that was from that right-handed bean sauce, the extract in it, inducing the sweating, or if maybe it's because I'm eating these peppers, putting more capsaicin into my system. That's a little bit of a sort of wet nose. No big deal. I am getting really tired. This might be working. I don't know. This is why I love eating these things at nighttime when the alcohol hasn't gotten the job done yet. I eat some peppers, and then every time I've ever made one of these videos, pepper eating videos at night to put me to sleep, I was always out like a lamp within between 5 and 10 minutes after the video would end. I'd have enough time to shut the camera off, hit upload on it. I wouldn't even, sometimes I won't even edit the stuff. I'd be so tired I'd wait till the morning, but I would put the tablet up and crawl into bed, and I'm just out like a light. So, I am getting really tired right now. So, the heat dropped down to almost nothing already while I was talking. So, but anyways, yeah, I'm going to end the video. I think the video's been going on for a while. So, it is getting late. Yeah, it's almost midnight. It's 11:45 my time. So I want to get to bed. But yeah, I had to make at least one last pepper eating video for those who like my pepper videos before I go this next month with possibly not making any videos. It just depends on how quickly my leg recovers to the point where I can feel safe to move around and do certain things. I gotta wait for my tissue to heal around those new parts that's going into my hip and leg, so I don't get any dislocation or any re-tearing of tissue. So, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I guess I will see you in the next one, whenever that happens.